Category is Local Station Individual Achievement. This year we honor second-time winner Greg Fox from WESH-TV in Winter Park, Florida, a Hearst Argyle, there's that station group again, a Hearst Argyle station and NBC affiliate. Greg was a Western Knights Center Fellow here in 2005 at the Annenberg School, and he attended the Cronkite Awards that year as a guest. Here we see an excerpt from Greg's signature truth tests, where he carefully dissects the claims and implications of an attack ad by Congressman Tom Feeney. Let's take a look.
And WESH-TV political reporter Greg Fox shows us in tonight's truth test, it misses the mark.
The left-wing attack machine is misleading you about Tom Feeney. The truth? Tom Feeney helped create 135,000 jobs.
Republican Congressman Tom Feeney is behind this political ad that starts as a counterattack to earlier ads from his Democrat opponent, Suzanne Cosmas. First, the ad claims Feeney helped create 135,000 jobs. We're going to put the truth meter in hover mode here because Feeney provides no details to support it. In fact, Feeney himself wrote this letter to the Orlando Sentinel saying, quote, "I have helped create or protect 135,000 high-paying jobs." So maybe even he's not sure how many jobs he's created. Now the commercial attacks Cosmas.
Suzanne Cosmas created a wildflower commission with 5 non-paying jobs.
Cosmas, a former state lawmaker, doesn't deny she helped create what is now the Florida Wildflower Foundation, and so that claim rings true. That foundation raises money through the sale of the Wildflower Specialty License Plate and has donated more than $1 million for scholarships and research.
Feeney is fighting to protect our borders. Cosmas wanted driver's licenses for illegals and terrorists.
Is it true Feeney is fighting to protect our borders? Well, the truth meter rings true. Feeney has consistently voted to build a fence along the Mexican border and to report illegal aliens who seek hospital treatment. But take a look at this driver license. That's Mohammed Atta, ringleader of the 9/11 hijackers. The implication is that Cosmas supported a bill that would have handed driver licenses to terrorists. We're going to put the truth meter into overspin on this one. The claim refers to a bill in 2002 that would have provided licenses or ID cards to illegal immigrants while they work their cases through the courts. Cosmas voted for it because it would have helped people who are not trying to hide their illegal status. To suggest that this would put licenses into the hands of terrorists is false.
In the panel earlier today, Marty called Greg Fox and some others talented talent. Please join me in congratulating Greg Fox and Greg.
Feeney was unseated by the newcomer Cosmas. So he was an incumbent who, he was actually one of 2 Republican incumbents in our immediate Orlando, Orange County, Seminole County area that went up against opponents who simply laid out information that voters may not have otherwise had, and voters decided that the incumbents should go. So sometimes when you challenge the big dog, sometimes you win, and they certainly did this time. I would like to thank, first of all, Marty Kaplan and his terrific staff. Johanna is terrific, and I love talking to her on the phone. Judy Muller is great. I love talking to Scott McGibbon, and, of course, Adam has been a really good organizer leading up to this event, which is fantastic and wonderfully well organized. I'd like to give them a round of applause, and please join me in thanking them because they do a great job. I would like to thank Hearst Argyle for giving reporters and photographers at all of its stations the ability and inspiring us to have the freedom to be creative, to try to reach voters in different ways, whether we do that in the new digital formats or whether we do it with just good old-fashioned videotape. And without that encouragement, we just wouldn't do it. And it starts at the top and it goes all the way down to the station level. And it helps us every day to do our jobs to help voters know more so they can make choices. I'd like to thank 2 photographers who I worked with during this election cycle. Pete Dellis, our chief photographer, is the one who edited all the truth tests, one of which you saw a part of a moment ago. His precision and his time and his countless hours doing it are well rewarded. He does an awesome job. And Tim Brown, my political photographer who is also my organizer. He's my sounding board when we talk about angles and how we approach stories. He's very intellectually involved in that, and certainly I couldn't do what I do without his input too. And lastly, I'd like to thank the people that give me the most time out of their lives, and that is my family, my wife Mary Ann, and my 3 sons Ryan, Kevin, and Colin. They spend a lot of nights where I don't come home for dinner. So anyway, thank you.
And now it's my privilege to introduce the next presenter.